type of designs available in the world. If you are seeing design everywhere, you can see that. Even what are the materials you are using, there will be a perfect design. And if there is no perfect design, it is very difficult to use it. And the design is not a constant parameter. It may vary, it depends upon the time and depends upon the customer's reviews. So any type of the design, the input will be given by the customers, the end users. See, if you are manufacturing a machine and if you are telling it is very good, that is not simply acceptable, but the end users, after 1 year, after 2 years, after 5 years, if you are giving a 5 years warranty for a particular product, they should say that yes, this particular product is very good and it is working. And therefore, always the inputs for the design will be given by the end users, and sometimes we are also the customers for many things. Right? We are buying shirts, we are buying different types of clothes, and we can give the inputs. If they're asking, normally people are not asking, especially from the textiles. You bought this type of shirts, whether you bought previously, how it is. Normally people are not asking. But if they want to improve their quality, they need to get the feedback. Otherwise, if some particular things, if they are manufacturing and it is not moving and it will be stay there, means then they need to work on that to modify it. Otherwise, whatever the manufacturers, I'm telling any type of the designers, they won't sustain in the market if they didn't update it, right? So they should update properly so that they can sustain or they can successful in the markets. I think you may know about it is a it is a competitive market now. Any products, if you are manufacturing any product, if you are designing, there are many competitors around. If you are designing a motor, there are thousands of motor manufacturers are there. If you are designing a generator, thousands of generator manufacturers are there. If you are telling you are going to produce electricity, yes, many competitors are there. So any type of the product, even though if it is invented newly, even though if it is a new product, it will be there. But if it is not invented previously, then there won't be a big competition. Still, if something invented new, then people will do a similar type of the product, and there will be also a competition there. As many places we are living in the competitive world, so the design should be very very sensitive, and a proper strategic plan should be followed. Right, that we are going to see in this particular session. That is what exactly we can do it while we are taking these design aspects. Right. So if you are finding the design will be there everywhere. Right. If you are seeing the nature, that is a bigger place where design exists. In the nature, you can see that if you are seeing the butterfly, if you are seeing the different types of the insects, so every places you can see this type of designs. So who will give this type of designs? Right? That is available in nature, right? So most of the scientists they already explained about the design in terms of nature. Right, so most of the things are already available in the nature. We don't want to go for a new pattern. So if you are going to invent a new pattern, I don't know how beautiful it will be, but some patterns are already there in the nature. So from the nature you can formulate it, right? So that is important thing. And the next thing is I want to share you what are the other type of designs are there. There are many types of designs, especially if you are seeing the architecture, if you are seeing automotive, there are many types of designs are there. So you can see some of the designs. I will try to show you in the full screen. I hope you can able to see this. So if you're using mobile phone, just zoom it. You can see different types of the design. So it started in the alphabetic order, that is A to Z. You can say that architectural design is there. So nowadays, if you want to build a house, we are getting help from architectures. And architectures, and in the sense, they may draw a beautiful plan, and they will tell you how it is economic, how it is ergonomic. Right, you know about economic and what actually mean the ergonomic. Right, so it will follow the safety aspects while you are working it or while you are staying inside the house, how safety it is. So they will give the input about how if there is any shake there through this earthquake or other natural calamities, whether the building is able to withstand, they can able to give that the proper plan. And next, if you are taking the automotive design, there are different types of cars or different types of vehicles you can see, right? Different types of design in the automotive. So somebody, if they are very successful in the automotive design, means their design is user friendly, their design is attractive, right? So it depends upon the customer views. So you can see that many type of automotive designs, or there are many type of companies they are producing. So even though you can see that if you are comparing Mercedes, if you are comparing the Ferrari, higher end vehicles, then you can see here we are having the Tata Motors, Honda, many other manufacturers are there. So what actually the difference? Sometimes we can say that it is only the cost, not simply the cost. It may be very attractive, it may rigid, and it may in terms of safety also, that is important. Some of the vehicles, even though bigger accidents there, the people inside the vehicle, they will be saved, right? So that is the important thing behind that in the manufacturing point of view. The next thing is, what is the business design, right? It is a type of a marketing design, right? Is how you are approaching the customers, right? Even though you are having a very good design, and you are a good manufacturer, your product is very rigid and it is strong and it is able to adapt in any situations, no problem. But that is how to make it in the market. So that is important. That is business design, right? So you need to, for example, if the textiles are there, what they do means, especially if they want to sell many saris. So what they do means two saris 500, two saris 1,000 rupees, or they will say if you are taking one sari will be free. But how they will make all those things? If you are doing a deep analysis there, I came to know that they will not lose anything actually. What happened? For example, the rate of two particular clothes, it will be 1,000 only. But what they do means, if you are taking one for 500, another 500 rupees, it will be free. They will say that. So it will be like a type of a strategy they are following. But ourselves, if you are seeing ethically, you can say it is not adopted professionally, but to attract the customers, these people are doing. So normally, especially even in the clothes, if you are taking, if your cloth it's 2,000 rupees, people they will not take. But the stores, what they do, not stores, the textiles and many bigger malls, what they do means, so for the 2,000 rupees, instead they will say 2,500, they will cut that 2,500 and they will put it as 2,000. Oh, then the people think, oh, 500 rupees it is offer, so I can take that. So these are the strategies they are following to build their designs, to improve their designs. And you can see the designs in the glass, starting from the glass cups, saucers, and then you can see ceramics. Many things are there. And next thing is the color design. You can ask what there in the color design. While because I attended on a workshop, it is telling about especially about the color design. They are telling about the mood of the people. It may change depends upon the color, but 100% I can't completely accept. But after some time, I thought that okay, some insights are there. There will be some relationship is there with the mind and the colors. And another important thing is the negative aspect is it may not applicable commonly to every person, but something is there. And some places, if the bright colors, it will be good. Some places, the dark colors, it will be good. Some places, there is a combination of colors, it will be good. Therefore, the design by using a different colors also plays a major role. Right, so design in the sense normally if we are thinking designing some machineries, not only like that, designing building structures, automobiles, then marketing, then glass, ceramic materials, then using colors also. And next, we can see another important thing is communication design. How the communication will be designed properly. That is from the mind. It is coming towards. It is reaching the other persons, right? Through mouth. Then how it will be how it will be a design. How it will be properly designed. I will tell you. Some people if they are talking to you, right, I want to explain in detail this thing so that I will come back. If they are talking to you in more sensible manner, you are in the position to listen for a long time. You will not get bored. And sometime, if people are coming and telling something that is, they will say like this law is like that, this principle like that, like that, like that, like that, and will get sleeping. Am I right? There are two things you may experience. Can I get some response from you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Especially people, I don't know, how many of you will watch comedy channels, especially in the
Yes, sir.
televisions?
Not
Sonal
television,
Kumar.
no, sir. Yes, a phone, sir.
With no mobile itself, people will watch.
Yes.
Yes, you may utilize
Or
most of the
Kapil
time.
Sharma show, sir, in TV, sir.
Okay, they will watch very good. But even half an hour, 1 hour, if they are keep on doing also, it will make you to watch. Am I right? That much attractive,
Yes,
especially.
sir.
Yes. Any others are watching this type of comedies or other? Yeah. Abdul Nawaz.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are watching through TV. You are watching through mobile phones.
T-
Yeah.
Television.
Televisions, right? Especially wherever they're getting the signals from the cables or from the set-top box, always people will make sure that some comedy channels are there for relaxation. Nowadays, it's starting from the childhood to the older people. Everybody they like that. You know why? Means this particular channel is not simply attractive. Actually, it was designed. This communication was designed such a way that to change their minds, to relax their minds, to give some inputs to the mind to make them peaceful. right? Because nowadays people are working in a competitive world. There are many pressures are there, and while working, while they are playing, even the players, if they are not performed well, there will be a pressures. And even some people, those who are working, even some people, those who are driving, so every place is nowadays. If you are coming to Chennai and driving through the city, definitely people will get tensed and there will be a big pressure on that. While driving itself, even though people they like driving because of heavy traffic, it is not easy. So every place is, this communication design, it is entering inside. Maybe while they are driving, it is entering inside through the FM or through some other ways. Now even small monitors are available in the cars too, and if they are in the places. So the design, especially through this communication, is very very important. Means that is how they are talking, that is how peacefully they are attracting the other minds. So that is very important, right? Because communication design is very sensitive too. So if something that is some misinterpreted communication, it is entered inside your heart, yes, it will break the hearts. And the communication, especially if it is giving if it is giving some pressure, so the tense, it will be broken, or it will make the heart more and more peaceful, right? So such things, therefore the communication should be designed properly. So that is the important thing, right? So many other things are there. Let us see one by one. Okay, let us see. So the next thing is engineering design. Yeah, especially it is concentrating on engineering. Then that we are going to study in detail in the coming classes. So let us see. And what are the other designs? Environmental design. If if you are staying at a very good environment, it will be like a heaven. If you are staying in a very bad environment, it will be like a hell. So these the places surrounding by you, the places where I was staying, right? How good it is, how peaceful it is, and how attractive it is to our mind. It will make the life happy, or it will make the life hell. I can say the heaven or the hell depends upon the place where I was staying. Right, so who will design this environmental design? Whether we were getting any, we were able to get a pollution-free air, right? That is a very important thing now, right? If you are able to breathe properly, breathe a good air. Yes, nowadays the bigger debate is going on, especially the developing countries like India and China, right? So many developments are there. Nobody will object, nobody can stop to, but at the same time the environment should not be destroyed. Right, the people should think that, because everybody they need a job, everybody they need a good income to take over. Yes, everything is accepted, but environment should not be damaged or destroyed, right? That is the important thing. Then the next thing is the fashion design. It is again the attractive thing. The fashion, it starts from the way people are speaking, the ways people are walking, the way people are running, and the way people are wearing. Many things are there around. I think I don't want to say much, that the floral designs are there, the gardening and other things, the furnitures, the game, then graphics, industry, many things are there. Anyway, we are not going to discuss all those things, right? Especially the web design, software design, service design, sound, many things are there. Next, you can see that the design is convincing and giving form to artifacts that solve the problems. So that is the important thing, right? So actually, it will give some artifacts and some inputs to solve the problem. So any type of the design, the new design if you are making, always, the output should be, it needs to solve some problems. It should not make some problems, right? So that is the important thing. Any type of the design you can take it, right? Even if you are designing a cup, if you are designing a grinder, right? It should solve some problems, right? So that is the important thing. If you are asking whether the design is mathematics, no, no, no. It is not at all the mathematics. The design is a science, I will accept it is a science. The design is in engineering, yes, it's an engineering. The design is in the technology, yes. It is a combination. If it is in the arts and science, arts, yes, it is there. So arts, science, engineering, technology, this combinations are there. But I can't say it's not simply a mathematics, but mathematics will be a supporting tool, right, for designing something. We can say the mathematics, it will we can get some help from mathematics for calculations, for designing some things, but simply we can't say design is a mathematics. Design is not a mathematics, right? So that is another thing. And if you are asking, design is a science, yes, yes, design is a science, because if you want to do a new design, you need some observation, the experiments, etc. Here I want to tell you some important thing. What actually you can say, do in observation, what actually you are doing in the experiment. Hope you people are attending the classes online. But if you are coming to the laboratory classes, two things actually you need to do. One is you have to write something in the observation. Next one, the first should be there in the record. Like what actually this observation. So normally in the schoolings or in the lower grades, people what they do means they will use some experiments. So the tabulations, everything, people will students they will do it in the observation, and they will get the readings as per the table, and finally they will write it. They transferred everything to record, but actually it was not designed for that. Observing means there is no certain regulations there to observe. You can apply your mind. Say, for example, I am giving 100 volts and asking you to take some readings. Now you can change. So instead of 100, you try to give 50. Instead of 50, instead of 100, you try to give 150. Right? But you can get, because sometimes if you are going more and more, sometimes machines will may get damaged. But what you can try, you can apply your mind and you can observe some things. What actually happened? That is the innovation, that is the observation actually. Because whatever there in the book, I am taking the reading and going, there is no nothing we can learn. Right? Only we can learn the concept. Oh, okay, according to this Lenz's law, according to the Faraday's law, according to the Newton's law, yes, these things are happening that we can understand. But what you observed means, especially a designed experiment is there. There you can change the parameters. Yeah, that is the bigger thing in the observing or observation. You can change some parameters and you can check that yes, it is working. So sometimes the teacher is telling it that the machine will work up to 90%, but the you are changing some parameters and now we are reaching to 91%. Yes, that is the modification, right? Because how you are able to do, because you did some observation right in that particular experiment. So that is possible, that can be tested, so systemized, all those things. So where it can be happen, so this knowledge you can get it from the science. And what actually the technology will do, right? Whether it is design is the technology, yes, design will use technology, but I can't say all the technology only meant for design. Yes, the design is using technology, because the technology will give the inputs like the materials and the methods. And which type of the material I can use it, I need a good technology. Right, for example, if you are studying electrical engineering, so it will give the materials. So for this particular application, you can use the DC machines. This particular application, you can use this AC machines. This particular applications, you can use the conventional methods. this particular application you can use some other innovative methods or some other evolution methods. So many things are there in the technology. So the technology, it will tell you what to pick, where to pick, and how to pick to do the materials or to do a perfect design. Right. So that's what we need, the technology. So technology is a very big part of the design. Yes. So if you are asking, the design is in engineering. Yes, it is in engineering. But I can't say it is 100% engineering, right? But as I told earlier, the design, we can get it from science. The design is not a mathematics. Design, we can get it from technology, most of the things. The design from the engineering, right? Because engineering, actually, it is the application of the science, as I told earlier, right? It will give many insights what the science is telling in the application way. There is a difference. See, whatever you are studying the science, you are studying engineering, but in the application level. But whatever you are studying in the engineering, you are studying the technology, but the application of engineering. So I hope I explained previously. So such things we can discuss, right? Such things we need to take it as an input, right? And if it is an art, yes, because whatever the design if you're taking, it should be attractive. The people, those who are seeing the design, yeah, they should choose that one, right? How attractive if you're doing that design, that will reach the customers, right? So that is the important thing behind that. So not only the engineering, not only the technology, not only the science, but at the last there will be an art in that, right? If it is very beautiful, it will be looking looking attractive, then you can sustain in the market, right? That's why you can see that. So here itself I'm going to stop. The design is the combination of science, technology, engineering, and art, right? Once again I repeat, any type of the design if you are doing, there is a combination of all those things, right? Science, engineering, technology, and art. So I hope you understood. So tomorrow class onwards we will see, and which type of I will show you some of the design, and you are in the position to say whether engineering is involved or whether technology is involved, whether art is involved, whether cumulatively all are involved in a particular design. That you are going to see in the coming classes, right? So I hope you understood and you were able to follow what I discussed or what I informed. See, today's session, actually we discussed about the some types of designs. So the designs, especially from architecture, automobiles, business, ceramics, colors, communication, engineering, design, so like that. Some designs we discussed in this particular session, and any type of the designs, it should give some inputs to solve the problems. Right, that is the main thing behind the design. And we discussed that design is not a mathematics. Design is a combination of science, technology, engineering, and art. All right. So that's all from my end about today's session. And if you're having any doubts, you can ask me. Right. And if you don't have any doubts, so you can leave the session. Thank you. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Listen, the subject. If you are thinking the subject will come with some combination of laws, principles, and it is not the subject like that. It is very general, right? As I discussed in the past few classes and the today's session, it will be very general. We are applying our mind and we are writing our own. We are whatever we are thinking, we are writing, right? And it will be graded accordingly. So don't think that you need some particular book to study some portions. It is not like that. But you can get it in general, right? You can get the insights from newspapers. You can get the insights from magazines. You can get the insights from many places, right? So these are the inputs. Anyway, the presentations are here. I will try to upload the presentations so you can download it and you can make use of it. Right? Anytime if you want to refer it, you can refer. Right? Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ma. You can leave.